for your time. So let's sort of catch things up here. You're back in training. Give us a sense of your health. Ready to go 100%? How are you feeling?
Yeah, ready to go 100% right now. I feel good. Yeah, I feel, I've been gone for a while. It sucks when you're gone for that long, but now that I'm back in training, back in the swing of things, I can't wait for this fight.
We saw that when the interim fight took place between Hunt and Verdum, you were still in Mexico just doing PR and stuff. Did that hurt that you couldn't compete? Like, was it, were you like, oh, was it so frustrating? Like, give me a sense of how you felt going there and then leaving about the missed opportunity there, even though I know you're going to go back to Mexico this time.
It's very much bittersweet. It was, being there for that fight, for the main event, watching, Verdum and Mark Hunt fight for the first time in Mexico City to headline that card. It was hard for me. It was, but all the guys that I trained on the Ultimate Fighter Latin America, they all fought and they all won. So, I got to be there, support them, be there for all their fights. So, in that part, it was good. But obviously, for me not to fight that night, it was, it sucked.
It would seem to me that Verdum, look, you're the Mexican American, you're the heavyweight champ, but Verdum was sort of embraced by the Mexican audience, was he not? Were you surprised at how receptive they were to him?
No, not surprised at all. Verdum does a lot of the Spanish media stuff for the UFC. He does a lot of the broadcasting stuff for the UFC. So they recognize him. The people down in Mexico City, they recognize him because he announces a lot of the fights down there. So, it was understandable for them to pick a winner. It would probably, the fans would probably go, for Verdum.
But by the way, real quickly, they're going to have, I believe, Henry Cejudo on this card with you in Mexico. What kind of future does he have as somebody who has sort of tasted what it's like to have this crossover appeal? What do you think? Olympic champion, fluent in Spanish. What's possible for Henry Cejudo given your experience?
Given my experience, as long as you win, the sky's the limit. Number one is winning. You have to go out there and you have to win. And number two, speaking Spanish is great, and also just having that, I guess the fighting style, if you're born or if you're exciting. Obviously, people would love to see exciting fights, but obviously you have to go out there and win.
Daniel Cormier, who's going to take on Anthony Rumble Johnson for the light heavyweight title. And we were talking to Javier Mendez, and he was saying the secret weapon this time, you're going to be there. Give me a sense of, because I was trying to get an answer, in a week's worth of training, what are you guys doing that is so different than when you're not there?
We were training before this, getting ready for Ryan Bader, getting DC ready for Ryan Bader. Then, having the 2-week notice of this fight, it obviously had to change just a little bit. But, with that, DC was already in shape. He was already ready to go. Just needed to fix some more stuff because I think, Anthony Johnson does different stuff than Bader does. So, in those 2 weeks, me try to emulate Johnson, and give DC a look.
True or false? This fight will be won or lost based on who dominates the clinch.
It could be true. It could be true. I think with Anthony Johnson, his hand strength and everything else, he hits hard. But I think a lot of guys hit hard, especially with the gloves that we have. So, and DC is very hard to hit. We haven't seen him take too many clean shots, in his previous fights. So I think this is a great matchup for him.
In unfortunate news, Khabib Nurmagomedov getting injured. This comes just days or maybe a week or two after Dana White was saying you guys, quote unquote, were in the Stone Age in terms of injuries and how it's affect your training. What do you make of all the timing of this? Because you guys pushed back a little bit on his comments and then this happens. What are your thoughts now?
Bad timing, bad luck. That's pretty much it. I think what this comment said. If guys aren't training the way we train, I'm not really sure what they're doing. We have to get ready for a fight. We have to fight. The boxers, to get ready for a boxing match, they box.
But they have fewer injuries.
Well, obviously, they're just throwing hands. We're not just throwing hands. We're wrestling. We're kicking. We're throwing knees. We're on the ground, jiu-jitsu. So obviously, there is more risk, to injury with doing everything. But yeah, to get ready for a fight, that's what we do.
Real quickly before you go, just a couple more questions here. John Jones, are you surprised? Like, a guy has the whole world at his fingertips. We have the belt right here with us. He used to have one. Are you just surprised he can't seem to get it together?
My surprise, I'm not really sure, what kind of person he is in his personal life, but I think, yeah, with this, he definitely has to, fix that because it's affecting his professional life. So, I wish him all the best. He needs to, yeah, get it together because, he's the best guy out there, at 205, and people will love to see him. He's, he goes out there, he shows stuff that people, he's always great when he goes out there and fights. So, I mean, he needs to go back out there and do what he's been doing.
How have you avoided all the detours that he's taken?
With me, just staying with the people that I've known for a while. I guess I'm, a humble person where, I'm with my family. If I'm doing anything else, I'm with my family and friends that I've had forever. And I mean, this is what I do. I'm a father. I train and I fight, and that's it. So, yeah.
All right, last question before we let you go. You can look around with all the hooplas about Mayweather-Pacquiao. You're a fighter. You're a champion. Who do you like, Mayweather or Pacquiao, and then why?
I think Mayweather. Just as far as his overall defense, he's hard to hit. He's at the top of his game right now. I just don't see anybody beating him. I think this fight will be a tough fight because Pacquiao comes in with a lot of action, a lot of punches. But again, Mayweather, he's so good at what he does, avoiding the punches, not getting hit and hitting his opponent. So,
Cain, best of luck to you against Fabricio Verdum. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.